voice when I've got live pictures coming in now, just to catch Triple Rotor losing it in the background there. Okay, I'll do the intro. We'll welcome the public. Welcome everyone to Knockhill, Scotland, for the last round of the British Touring Car Championship, brought to us by Anzcrl, Australia-New Zealand Combined Racing League. And we have got joining us in the broadcast booth, Chuck from Chuck Racing. How's it going, Chuck?
Hey, Shades, how's it going? How's it going, everyone?
Yeah, it's going to be good. We're in for a bit of a spectacle tonight, I think. This could get very interesting.
Yeah, well, last round of the championship, so...
last round, we've got three races, 17 laps each.
Yep.
And it's been an interesting championship. We've got three real protagonists still with a chance at this title. So tonight, a champion will be crowned. And here is one of the guys, one of the protagonists who really has a chance of taking this out. Look at that, he's got that car neutral set up for there.
Nice and sliding through there.
Yeah, on the edge, but fast on the edge. Always had to lift there, a little bit too quick. Lost it on the exit. Looks like Triple's having a little bit of trouble there. That's the second time I've seen him off in the grass, unless he's been sitting out there having a bit of a picnic, which I doubt it. Oh no, it wasn't Triple, that was someone else. Oh, that must have been Lloyd. We've got Lloyd in the taking over Dado's drive. Lloyd, first event. He's been in the broadcast booth with me, but he's decided not enough excitement, not enough action. Need to get out there and try out my gear. He's invested in some new Btcc gear, pedals and steering wheel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, jealous, mate.
I've got out
yeah, so he...
Thrustmaster pedal set and wheel. Oh, it's gone off.
Oh, yeah, he really is. Oh, maybe he's having some technical issues there with that new wheel and pedal set. Or just pushing a little bit too hard, finding the limits. So how have you found your new setup then?
Yeah, it's going good. It's definitely a improvement over the Logitech stuff. But...
Oh, right, that's what I still have. I'm back in the dark ages.
Yeah, when he got me the old TX, so it's going right.
Oh, well, at least in the back of my mind, I think I've got scope for improvement. So that'll keep me going. I'll always think I can be a little bit quicker if it was just, if I just had better gear, I'd be a little bit quicker. So I'll always have that excuse.
yeah.
So yeah, we've got.
It takes you a couple of months to get used to it.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle going backwards. I might have to do that in the off season. I might have to sit out another round or another series and comment. Lloyd's lost it again. Is that deja vu?
Yes, same corner.
Oh, actually, that corner, that's one to watch tonight. It really is a tricky corner. How well do you know the track? That's Duffer's Dip. Duffer's Dip, they call it.
Practice on this track. I haven't done any racing, so
I've done a couple of V8 races around here, and it's a very enjoyable track, but it has the potential to really suck you in, and that's what I'm thinking. This is what's going to happen tonight. It's going to be a fine line between. Here's the guy who's third in the championship. And I reckon it's a fine line between pushing and getting the absolute limit out of yourself in the car and going one step too far. It's easy to get sucked into these corners. You've got blind apexes and that lot of sand and gravel on the exit, like right there. Slowdowns is going to be a key. It's probably going to be really hard to keep track of who's actually leading the race and what positions these guys are in, because I think half the field at least are going to have slowdown penalties throughout the race. So I'll just get you to check if you know. I think it's down on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. It's got. I'm trying to think what the screen says. Times or something like that.
Timings.
Yep, that's the one. Yep, timings, and you can see their penalties. So if they start to build up, we'll flick over to that occasionally and have a look, especially towards the end of the race, just to see who's got what penalties. The other guys, the racers, but we won't leave it up too long because it's got a blurred screen behind it, so you can't really see what's going on in the action. But we'll flick that up every now and then, because I think that could be very instrumental in who's going to take out tonight's title.
Yeah, definitely.
And the two leading drivers we have, who've been the fastest drivers all series, is Dark Racing Ford.
Here he is. Oh, he's in the place.
Oh, that's confidence. He's just sitting there having a cup of tea.
He's not too worried.
Warming himself up. No, he seems like I think. In fact, I know these guys have done a lot of laps in practice. So I don't really think they're going to need to do extra. They're not going to be making any adjustments to the car. The cars are set. They know what to expect. They've got nothing to prove by going out there. Well, Squid's actually put up the fastest time, but only by 0.017 from Speed Racer.
It's tighter.
I think I've seen mid-50s practice. So in hot lap, you can expect like a mid-50, but probably not in qualifying, where they're going to have to run the balance of performance, which Dark Racing 40 he'll have the biggest restrictor coming into tonight's first race.
Yep.
Qualifying, as he's leading the championship. But and there's the two Imochi boys there. Great last one. Really close the gap up. In fact, Squid led going into snap.
He's aggressive.
Very racy tonight. And now I'm really expecting to see a lot of that tonight as well. We've got guys that aren't in this title hunt. We've got a handful of guys. We've got Taipan. Not Dado. Dado's actually sitting out this week. He's gone OS. He's overseas, enjoying his holidays.
Oh, nice.
That's why Lloyd's taken his place in the Monster Energy car.
Yep.
Lloyd couldn't help it. He was just like, I gotta get out there, get this fancy stuff going. So we got Sato, who's been disappointed in his car all season, but he might want to go out on a high note. He's the man now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock team, but
yeah, exactly. Well, we know he's a fast driver.
Oh, yeah.
But he took the money, actually. He took the money to drive for Opel, and they haven't really brought the technology to the track. He's running with an older car there, older version of the touring car, so he took the money and he suffered, and they really haven't. He's been able to put in the occasional hot lap and get the car up the front and qualify, but it hasn't resulted in any real decent performances in the race. And that's what I'm expecting to see. Yeah, you can get very loose. It's very hard to get the car settled coming down that hill. And there's a wall off to the left-hand side.
There's a couple
metal
of
drive
here that I've seen before, so this is quite good.
Well, to be honest, Chuck, I don't know much about this guy myself.
Okay.
For the fact that he's been consistent. I think his best result so far in the championships is 9th. He had some fuel issues early on. I don't know if he changed his qualifying setup to race setup, and he ran out of fuel in a couple of races back at Donington.
Oh, that sounds
well, we've all had that once or twice. We won't point any fingers or anything like that. You know, it can happen. It can happen.
Can happen to the best of us.
It's disappointing when it does happen.
Oh, it's funny. You can't
And so he's learned from experience there, and I'm sure he'll have the tank filled up to, I think 20, 21, 22 litres would be what you need. We've got 17 laps, but it's a very short track. Probably the shortest track we've got in the series so far.
Yeah, very quick and tight.
It's a cauldron. It's a cauldron.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting something to be stewed up tonight. A bit of a witch's brew.
I'll tell you what, the V8 track, that would be one
Oh, it was messy. It was messy. I think we did something like 80 laps in one series. And I can remember there were cars everywhere. I think the field was strewn out over about 5 different laps. It was back when Project Cars 2 first came out, so we were still struggling a little bit with setups and learning how to cars and who got off to the side there. Is that Sato again, just peeping out of the way? HRE 220, he's a new guy as well. Although he's been around the tracks for a while. HRE 220. He's in the Merc, one of the Mercedes drivers, along with Toddy V86. And a little bit like the Opel Astra, the Mercs really haven't been competitive. If you look at our championship standings, the top 5 are all in the Renault Megane. It really is a choice car.
Yep.
It really is a choice car. The other cars are competitive, they can keep up, but you really have to drive them so smoothly and so consistently, and you can't really afford to make a mistake. I think the bot has closed it up on occasion. The balance of performance has closed it up on occasion. And we've had some Mercedes and what are they? Opel Astras up the front, but they haven't really been consistently up there at all. In fact, as I look down in Tier 2 standings as well, I think the top 5 cars in that series are all... Yeah, the top 5 cars in that series are all Renault Meganes as well.
Oh, right.
Now, Woody's been... well, I think he's enjoyed it. I think he's really enjoyed the series. I don't think he'll sign up next time he gets cars out on the track. He's been consistent though. He's really pushed Sato in the championship standings, so they've been tied together with a piece of string throughout the championship. But no podiums yet for Woody. Yeah, and that's the one you have to beat first, isn't it? You always want to beat your teammate. You know, Sato's a fast guy, so if Woody can knock off Sato in the championship, that's maybe what he's got to aim for tonight. That would be a little battle to keep an eye on. Just looking at the battle, Sato's on 123 points. Woody's on 109 points. So Woody would need to have something go. Yeah, he'd have to have something go right for him tonight. Probably needs Sato to have a little bit of bad luck. And that there is pretty close to a slowdown. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the night. But I think 4 wheels outside that white line.
Yeah, he got a lap
going to be a slowdown.
Validated. So.
He did. It come up, popped up, lap time invalidated. So yeah, that's a tricky corner because the track dips away on the left-hand side, and it's a late apex. Tricky to line up, because if you cut it too much, you hit the inside curb and you lose traction. You stay out too wide, you go in the gravel, or you get a slowdown. So it's going to be. This is really going to be an interesting race. Races.
The 2 top guys at the top again.
That's good to see. That's why they're at the top, and that's why they're battling for the championship. Speed racer. Not far off the pace though. It's pretty close. Actually, it's a little bit further than I would have expected. 3 tenths, 4 tenths. Squid's just showed his outright speed. All season long, really. All series, all season long. But 150.6. I've seen some of those in practice, so I know these other guys. I know Dark Racing and I know Speed Racer are capable of hitting that time. For whatever reason, they haven't in this session, whether they're still running their bop or they just haven't got a clean lap. Okay, qualifying, 10 minutes to sort out these grid positions. And really, this is critical. This is absolutely vital to get up near the front. You do not want to get caught up in battles. It's going to be hard enough as it is to pass on this track. And if you get caught up in a battle, you're going to lose time, could even possibly get car damage, could get involved in an incident, and that could be catastrophic for this championship. So Darky, Speed, and Uncrewed Squid are all going to be looking for get out there as quickly as possible, get a banker in, get somewhere up near the front. We're going to be looking at probably low 51s, high 50s for a fast time, but we're all going to see some wild cards in here. We've got Lloyd, who's got no restrictor on at all, the fast Monster Energy car. He's got no restrictor, or he's got no championship points, so he's currently last in the championship.
Nothing to lose.
You know, Sato, absolutely, he's out for glory. He wants the glory tonight. He doesn't care about any championship. It won't be going through his mind at all. Yet these guys, like Dark Racing, I'm sure it's been in the back of their mind all week. They would have probably been moseying along, doing their everyday chores throughout the week, and in the back of the mind will just pop into their head. Championship on Sunday night. Championship on Sunday night. Running through the scenarios. hard do I put? What about this chicane? It's so tricky. And then they'll be back to their normal everyday life. And then all of a sudden something will pop into their mind again and they'll be thinking. And the butterflies in their stomach right now. If they can turbocharge those butterflies, they'd probably get an extra 5 horsepower. Very heavy. Look at these. Oh, look at the power. Run up this hill. Yeah, okay, 51s. I'm sure they're still warming up the rear tyres. Probably want to stay out. That's why he's got 8 litres of fuel in there, so he'll probably go for maybe 5 or 6 laps of running. Maybe even the whole session. We'll just try. Switch time. Nope. Not valid. Not valid. I don't know if that was his first lap, but so easy to unvalidate. On 2 wheels there. Trying hard to get the car to resettle and balance back down again. No margin for error. No. That's very close to what brought him undone. That's Snetterton. Turn once. Snetterton had a championship lead. He went into Snetterton with a championship lead. He was leading the race at race 1. And he made an unbelievable mistake that just not something that you expect from sprint. He just lost it in turn 1, spun it in front of the whole field, put it into the fence and come home 10th, which was an absolute disaster. He lost his championship lead, brought Speed Racer right back into it, and now has to do the hard work tonight. He's coming from behind. He's 3 points down on Dark Racing 40 tonight. Of course, I'll keep everyone updated on the championship standings. As we've got going into tonight, we've got Darky on 187, Squid on 184, Speed on 174. Taipan still has a really rough chance on 160, but he would have to win at least every race and hope for something to go wrong with those top 3. They'd have to have like a triple accident between the 3 of them and take each other out. Maybe a DNF or something like that, which isn't likely to happen, but
you never know.
This is I've never seen a championship come down to the line like this. We've got 3. Whoa!
That's bloody again.
I have to work on that. Someone who I thought was it is Lloyd. Yep, you're right. Somebody who I thought would be a real wild card tonight. It's just not happening. I don't know whether he's got a grip issue out there. We've got an 11 car lobby, a small track. I wouldn't think there would be a grip issue, but getting the impressions to be consistently doing that, that's just going to get out the way here for Speed Racer, who is currently the fastest car on the track. He's 3rd in the championship, 13 points behind the leader. His teammate Dark Racing 40 is 13 points behind. Trying to get, he has got a nice run there coming out of Taylor's hairpin up the hill. They might head over to the right-hand side, their right-hand side of the track, to avoid the bumps and get a bit more traction. Is he going any faster? So we've got the 2 Mochi boys 1st and 2nd at the moment. Taipan Samurai in 3rd, Triple Rotor in 4th, Uncrewed Squid in 5th. We want to improve on that time. We want to get up the pointy end of the grid. Toddy V86 in the Mercedes, returning back from driving over in Europe last weekend and missed the round. I think he was driving some GT3s over in Europe.
Oh, yes.
Maybe a test session. Yeah, I'm not sure, but he did miss the last round. Didn't get any confirmation on what was going on with the team, so just have to presume that he had some racing somewhere else. Metal Drive 05 actually, that's an impressive time by Metal Drive, up in 7th place on the grid. Good to see him.
Could he just hopped up on?
Oh, there's a big front block up. Lost a bit. And yep, Squid's up to 4th, but straight away back to the pits. He'll be hoping. He won't be too unhappy with that, considering he's carrying a fair balanced performance, but he'd be a little bit concerned being behind the 2 Mochi boys. And Taipan mixing it up there. Oh, there's too much curve there. Probably needs to decrease the fast bump. Oh, actually, the fast bumps aren't adjustable on this car, so there's not much you can do about that. Maybe you just have to loosen that main spring a little bit, soften that main spring. But I prefer to drive these cars fairly rigid. Dark.
I haven't had too much experience in this, so maybe 2 minutes.
No, me either. I've tried to be honest. I've gone into a few practice sessions, and I actually tried really hard to get the Merc up to speed. How much time we got in the session? 3 minutes still to go.
3 minutes still to go.
Yeah, Squid's bolted on another set of tyres. You can see him. He's going to be starting a hot lap now. Darky's coming through to finish what might be his hot lap. Can he improve? Can he take pole of speed? He has increased his he decreased the gap, but still 0.2 a second.
The Wicker Squid.
Probably still need a lap or two to get these rear tyres up, but we'll see. He'll be pushing hard. He is pushing hard. That's in track. That's lap invalidated. He'll back it off, find a clean bit of space, hopefully on the track. Still try and work on those rear tyres, get them up to temperature. Trying to keep that gap away from Lloyd and HRE there in front of him. Actually, that's in the orange, like Blastra.
Go for a ride, eh?
Oh, this guy. Oh, look at that fuel. He really is. This is his hot lap here. It has to be this lap.
Or nothing.
Stay with this lap. Touch that curb, will sync up on 2 wheels. He slams it down through the gears. He's looking for a clean bit of track. Down through the dip, right up the straight, blind apex. That's very nice. He's hit it. He's hit it. This is going to be a good lap. If he can finish it off, he'll be hoping his car up in front doesn't get in his way. He's hit that one too. That's a nice corner. He's just got the hairpin to go now. He's braking pin absolutely right. Pretty good. He's got the apex, the drive how he wants. I think this is going to be an improvement. Watch the time.
Nice lap so far.
Watch the time. I'm thinking this is pole. I'm disappointed with that. That looked like a good lap. That shows how competitive it is up the front though. That was a very good lap, and it's only netted him 6th position. And that's where he's going to find himself at the starting grid. Speed's packed it up. Triple rotor in second, 0.067 off the pole. Triple rotor. And Toddy V86 in third. That's impressive. He's still on the hot. Oh, that's too wide though. He's caught sand there. That's Darky. I can see Darky in front. Still maybe on a hot lap. Darky's good. Darky might have improvement left. We're all finishing the last of the laps now. Darky coming up to Taylor's hairpin. Slamming it down the gear. Trying to find some front end bite. Powering out of there. I don't know if he really hit that hairpin on exit there. Let's wait. Keep an eye on the time. 0.263 off of pole. Is it any faster? No.
No.
And I think that'll wrap it up for the top. For all of them, really. Not a bad qualifying session though. Although Lloyd will be saying, what's going on? My car doesn't seem to be right.
Oh,
he's actually like...
It's he's second and a half off. Well, 3 seconds off the pace.
Second last place. Yeah. Something's going on there. He's really having some grip issues out there. That's disappointing for Lloyd. He's jumped in and taken over Dado's drive for the last round. And they've all brought it in now. That's all the lap times finished.
Oh, well done to speed.
Speed racer on pole. That is exactly how he wants to start his night. He will be ecstatic with that. That is, if he can hold this out and win this first race, he will really tighten this championship up. And look at the position he finds himself in, with triple rotor sharing the front row with him. Toddy V86 in an amazing 3rd spot. Dark Racing will be, well, he's a great starter. This is going to be a very tricky starting grid though. He's got to be careful though, because the very first race of the series he jump started, had to do a drive-through penalty at Brands Hatch, and that netted him 10th spot after that race, which looking back now could have been pretty costly. All right, on the grid, Knockhill.
Run you through the grid,
The
so we've got
uphill
Speed
starting
Racer
grid.
starting from pole. Triple in second.
Triple rotor, that's a great effort. Very
Good
impressed
effort
with
there.
that drive. And just as impressive, Toddy V6, that's amazing. Let's get that Mercedes up there. Very impressive. Darky, critical for his championship that he gets a good start in this position. Taipan, a real championship mixer.
Yeah,
He's going to be
dark
desperate
horse.
for a win. He's had 3 second places in this championship. He wants to go home with a win. He wants to go home with a top spot on the podium. Squid, he's going to be, he's going to be very nervous about being in that position. Finding himself in that position on the grid. Sato, he's going to be a threat. Squid will be keeping his eye out for him. Woody right behind his teammate. The 2 Opel Astras right together again. HRE in the other Mercedes in about his normal starting spot, 9th position. That's about where you'd expect to see the Mercedes. Metal Drive, that's not a bad spot for him. He's going to be mixing it in this race. He's going to be mixing it up with them. And Lloyd, he'll be hoping that whatever issues he had in qualifying can be solved for the race, and he can get a nice clean start and make up some spots. And all right, here we go. Very important race here. Very important race at Knockhill. Racing. Darky's got a beauty. Darky has got a... No, Speed Race has got a flyer as well. He's going to lead into turn 1. Speed is actually checked out of this. Darky, Taipan, Toddy. Well, they'll be very careful actually. That's a nice clean start through turn 1 and 2. They spread out nicely. We're going to have a good race here, I think, Chuck. He's got Squid leading. Triple second, Squid's holding off Sato there. Sato was challenging on the left-hand side of Squid. Might have already had a slowdown because there's a gap between Squid and Taipan. Taipan's having a look at Toddy, and he's made the move. He's dove up the inside. That's where we're going to be expecting to see a lot of moves. Darky's Triple's already got a penalty. He's got a slowdown penalty. Darky's on the back of him now, coming through Luffield. Duffus. Oh no, what's happened there?
Triple spun and Darky was on the side.
Triple spun and Darky's collected him. And now, oh no, it's his championship. Speed's got to be thinking, this has turned out perfectly for Helen. Oh my goodness.
Oh well, what a start.
This is exactly what we thought might happen. Speed was checked out of this race. Darky's got a damaged car. The championship leader has damaged his car. Squid's been collected and he's in a battle with Sato. Sato's lost it and he's hit Metal Drive 05 and they've both gone into the fence. Massive crash there. No safety car though. The safety car hasn't been called. They're still racing lap 3 of 17. This has turned into a disaster for Dark Racing and Uncrewed Squid. This is exactly what they were hoping wouldn't happen, and it's happened. Darky's got a damaged car, absolutely. He's going to have to struggle to bring this home. If he can stay with Squid, that'll be the best thing. But Speed Racer has been the benefactor here. He is absolutely loving this situation.
2-second lead over Taipan.
2-second lead from Taipan, and this is actually might even help Taipan. Look, there's debris on the track. They've got to avoid that. Oh, and he just misses it. They'll be aware now. Everyone will hopefully be aware that there's debris out on the track. They don't want to collect that and gather more damage on their cars. But where do we find? We find Uncrewed Squid in 5th position and Starkey 6th. They'll be hoping that's as low as they'll drop because this is valuable championship points here. This actually stirs the pot big time. This is going to be fascinating. Squid, he's got how many risks? He's going to, Squid's putting his nose in there. Putting his head in 4th spot. Putting his in 4th spot. Squid's being held up, but he doesn't want to take too many risks here. He's run wide there. That'll be a slowdown for sure. Triple was the instigator there. He had the slowdown and he was coming down the main straight and dropping down through that turn one that we said was so tricky. And Dark Racing was challenging his position and found himself in that position where he didn't really want to be. Woody's let Squid go through. The Darky's got the penalty. That's not going to help his race here at all. This is fascinating. This is absolutely going to turn the championship on its head.
I'll bring up the time and see what we've got.
We've got only 1 second, so that can be accounted for with a good bit of good driving. And man, up on 2 wheels through there. He's flirting with danger, Dark Racing. This is not going the way he expected. He come in with a 3-point championship lead, and he can see Squid getting away from him up the road, and he knows that his teammate Speed is actually leading this race and closing that gap monumentally. Unbelievable.
What a start.
And Toddy's up to second. Taipan, something's happened to Taipan, and Toddy's up to second in the Mercedes. What a brilliant drive. But he's got Taipan following him closely on his heels. And Squid will be hoping these two can get into a battle and do something extraordinary that might help, might benefit him. Taipan's having a look. Very tricky corner, that one. Actually took my eyes off the track at that time when Triple Roto lost it.
Yeah, first corner, and I saw it at the bottom of the screen and just went sideways. And then, next shot, Darky was on the slide. So
it's so easy to unsettle the car through there and lose the rear end. And that's exactly what happened. Triple was pushing hard, Darky was hot on his tail, and he's been the innocent victim. Triple would be, there's no intention there. He's driving his own race, so you can't really criticise him for doing that. But but the good thing is that it hasn't exactly ruined their championship chances. They're still both going to be hot in the running here, and if they can, if it continues the way it is, all it's really done is warmed it up for races 2 and 3. And it'll be so close. The tension will be absolutely, you'll be able to cut it with a knife if you can't already. Woody still finds himself in front of Dark Racing. And through Squid, mustn't have got much damage on his car because he's moved away, pulled away from Woody quite comfortably. He'll be looking and trying to hope for every championship point he can gather here. If he can reel in Woody with a damaged car, he'll be doing probably the best effort he could do.
The Triple's gone down at 9th.
He obviously copped a bit of damage in that turn 1 incident.
And Saturday's
championship.
Very sick.
Oh, yeah. That's like something out of Mad Max there.
That's saving.
Sato, he really got caught up with I think there was 3 cars involved in that, and Metal Drive 05 might have been the innocent party as well there, where Sato had 2 wheels out on the grass through Hislops. It's very tricky. Like, you want to get alongside somebody, but it's very easy to defend through Hislops because it's got a slight bend in the track and can cover the apex. And it's not surprising to see 3 cars come together there, and Metal Drive just this is a great championship track for the final round because it's got that potential for drama and excitement and action to happen, and it happened on that first lap. So I will recount it, and I will be working on the championship points as soon as this race is finished, but at the moment it's looking like the full 20. In fact, 21 points for Speed Racer. He got the 1 point for pole position. We still have a 1 point as well for fastest lap. So this is looking brilliant for Speed, who needed to catch up 13 points in this championship battle.
He's off to a good start.
Absolutely. What he said during the week, if Squid and Darky can get into a battle, maybe I can take advantage of that. That's exactly what happened. But the battle happened not.
What is
it closing? He has closed. And there's still 8 laps to go in this race. Down to 7 laps now. In lap 10, only just over halfway through this race, but it seems like everything's happened already. Well, he's worked his way up to 7th, but he hasn't been on. And the damaged cars at the back. They'll be just struggling and hoping that they can finish the race off cleanly. Darky. Oh, Triple's lost it again. No, that's Lloyd. He's lost. That's the same problem he's been dealing with all night. That's about the 4th or 5th time we've seen him lose it there. He's either taking a poor line or he's definitely got some issues with his car. He might still be working out his new steering and pedals, but I doubt it. I've seen him already putting up some fast times in qualifying sessions or seeding sessions for the V8s. So I think he's starting to adapt to his new setup pretty quickly. I think it's more of a general car with this Renault. Yeah. He was putting up some fast times and getting up to the back on Darky there. Darky would be having a sigh of relief. He's like,
yeah.
I was looking at more points lost there. So we've got Speed Racer leading from Toddy, 1.5 seconds. Taipan still in a good position there to snap up anything that might go wrong at the front. I have a feeling Speed, who definitely does not have a damaged car, might have just not taken the risk and backed off of those slowdowns. Yep. So some of those slowdowns really drag on. You can lose 1.5, 2 seconds and still not really get rid of those slowdowns. So this has turned into a very interesting championship scenario. It's got Speed Racer leading, Toddy V8 6 in second, Taipan in third, Anzcrl Squid in fourth, which is a pretty good recovery. He started in 6th and got caught up with an incident with Darky, so if he does manage to take the crown out tonight, he can look back at this race and say, I didn't win the race, but gee, that was a great effort to get myself up into the position I did. Because it could have been real disaster there. He was very close to getting caught up in that incident. And then he was very close to getting caught up with that Sato Metal Drive 05 incident as well. He was right there at the scene of the incident.
Yeah, that was weird.
I think they just all concertinaed up on each other. And,
yeah, I think so.
I think Sato had a run on, put 2 wheels out in the grass and then just flicked back onto the track and rolled it in front of Metal Drive, who had nowhere to go. But it certainly ruined their race. Now they find themselves over half a minute behind, along with Triple, who brought about his own disaster in turn 1.
Oh, he's
feeling pretty sorry for himself right now.
Oh, something's happened to Toddy. He's dropped down to 30.
Still on for the top 3 podium positions. Toddy will be hoping to hold on to that 3rd position. He's had 2 3rd positions in this race. Squid will be thinking, oh, if I can get that 3rd position, that'll definitely help my championship chances.
Yeah, indeed.
Into lap 13, lap 14 now. Closing in on there. It's really sort of spread out this race. There's about a 1 second gap between the top 4 drivers. And then a big gap back to Woody. Oh, who's that off to the side there? Was that HRE? That was HRE just off to the side.
Yeah,
he's probably going a lap. Yes, he's going a lap down there. Sato's off. Sato's pulled out of the way. Very polite driving there. Trying not to get too mixed up in this battle. So we definitely do still have a battle on for 2nd position here. Taipan and Toddy are very close on the track now. Toddy's had to give up that 2nd place. It's fighting hard to get it back, sliding the car into Taylor. Oh, and Speed's not far in front as well.
No.
Closing up at the front. Speed will be starting to bite those nails through his gloves, through his racing gloves. He can get, I've led this race the whole way, and these guys are 2nd and 3rd catching up. Taipan's really putting the pressure on. 2 laps to go. Taipan's throwing it through the curb, down the bottom of the hill. Scotsman's chicane. Speed's gap has really dropped. Taipan's putting on a hard charge here.
Half a second now.
Taipan's really missed the gap in. He's left Toddy V86 behind him. Taipan's the man to watch. Split splash closing on Toddy as well. Oh, Taipan, yeah, braking so late there. Absolutely on the limit. laps to go. He cannot afford to make a mistake. Of course, Speed won the last race. Yeah, when Taipan gets a sniff, it's hard to lose that scent. It's like a bear that'll just chase you down. Never give up. And he's hungry. He's a hungry bear as well. He wants a race win. He hasn't had a race win yet. He doesn't want to leave this series without the top podium, top step on the podium. He wants to spray that champagne. Btcc still keeping Squid behind him. Oh, Taipan probably didn't make the best of that hairpin there. Yeah, he locked up the fronts. He got a bad exit. That might be his chance gone. He would really need speed to stuff this last lap up. Toddy doesn't want to make a mistake either. He's got to hold out if he wants to get his third podium for the series. Great drive with the Mercedes. Working that car hard to get around the corner there with Scott Spencer. With a dip. Over the chicane. He's got a bit of a run on speed. If he can get this next corner right, he may set himself up for a hairpin. Speed's done well. Taipan's made a little bit of a gap, probably not enough. He would have to do a massive dive bomb into this hairpin to pull it off. Something that I don't think he's going to try and do. He is going to do it, and he's overcooked it. He's hit Speed. Taipan. Wow, what do you think? I don't know. He's pushed him to the left and put him out on the dirt. This is going to be a sensationally close finish. He's actually backed off, I think, there, and let Speed. And Toddy holds off the third. What a win for Speed. Speed racing. And they're still racing as if I was wondering whether the race had finished there. And Anzcrl Squiz, actually, there's been penalties there. There's been penalties.
Yeah, what's happened
Oh
to
my
Speed?
goodness. Just looking at the timing screen, Speed has copped a massive penalty and finds himself down in, and he's still dropping places.
He got a 31-second penalty.
31 seconds. That might have to be looked into. I think he has been given a penalty on that last corner when he was pushed wide. That was not his fault at all. That is something that we're definitely going to have to look into. That is monumental. 31-second penalty. He led across the line. He led Taipan Samurai across the line. He was pushed wide by Taipan. None of his doing, none of his fault. He had that race. It looked to me that like he had 5 lengths car lead and braked at his normal spot into that hairpin. Taipan absolutely dive bombed, ran straight into the side of Speed, pushed him wide, knocked him off the track. Then it appeared that Taipan might have relinquished that lead of his own doing and backed off to let what was rightfully Speed's win. But in doing so, Speed has caught a 31-second penalty that has dropped him to 7th place, even though he led across the line.
Yeah, I think...
Toddy V86, yeah, Toddy's also copped a penalty that's improved Uncrewed Squid up to 2nd. I don't know what to think of this. I think we're going to have to join the lobby to find out these results, because don't know if I can actually call that official results.
No, I wouldn't know. This was definitely preliminary.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to drop into the lobby here and find out what the summary of this is, because yeah, I don't think these results will be official. I certainly can't see these. The Speed Race would be devastated with that. That was
definitely.
his real chance to push himself right up into this championship for the final 2 rounds, and it's been taken away from him, which has nothing to do with his own fault there. What are we going to do? We're going to have to jump into the lobby.
Yep.
I haven't done this before while we're broadcasting. But yeah, for the interest of being able to broadcast the rest of this series, I'm going to have to go in and find out what's going on with that. So bear with us. I'll leave this party, Chuck, and if you want to join me in there as well, that's up to you.
Yep, yeah, I'll join in.
Probably should though. Yep. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to join the party to find out the results there, because that's a controversial finish there. Hopefully there's somebody that can confirm what's happened there. Can we have some official results before we move on? Yeah, but can I? No, not. But can you give me what first, second, third, fourth are, and so on? Yep. Well, yeah, that's the impression Chuck and I have got from the broadcast. Yep. Oh. Who?
Because you can't edit the in-game championship, because what I would suggest was that if you were able to edit it, I would start or something. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. No, you got a 31-second penalty. Because he ran off the track on the home straight.
We just do a formation start for just this race.
It's made things quite interesting.
Wait for Lloyd to come back in anyway, so we've got plenty of time to set it up.
All right. So I just needed to do that for a championship standing. So I've got. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll invite Chuck back to another party then. I've got fastest lap, yep. At the moment, I've got the championship. I've got Squid, yes, yep. I've got Squid on 200 points. I've got Darky on 197, and I've got Speed on 195 points. That's with qualifier and fastest lap. You did.
I mean, not surprised. Like I think you were
By
behind Darky
0.04 of a
once,
second from Toddy. All right, I'll leave this lobby.
Seems more so.
Okay, that was very interesting. So what I thought has been confirmed, and Speed Racer has taken the win for the first race, dropping Taipan back to second, Uncrewed Squid in third, Toddy in fourth. Just going to get Chuck back into the party so we can continue to commentate on what has been an eventful race so far. Hey Chuck, welcome back.
Yeah. It was,
wow, what do you make of that? That was tense back in that other lobby as well, wasn't it? There was a few boys starting to point the fingers and very defensive. But it's all good. It's all good. That's what racing's about. There's a lot more to it than just what goes on out on the track. But it's made the championship even more tight. With Squid on 200 points, Darky on 197 points, and Speed on 195. It really opens this thing up.
It's very tight on the top.
And of course, we had to sort out the starting positions for the next race. And I'll have to join this party, this next lobby. So yeah, they had some issues with, because we're using an online championship, it was going to put Speed back in 7th place, I believe, for the starting grid of the next race, which would have been totally unfair. And then they were looking at doing a rolling start or a pace lap to sort out the grid positions. But hopefully Woody has been able to make some edits into the championship standings, and it will sort itself out for the start of this next race, where we should see Speed on pole position, followed by Taipan. And, well, what an exciting first corner we might have in front of us for this next race. We can laugh because we're not out there, Chuck.
No, that's good. Not amongst all the drama.
Yeah, it's going to be, there's definitely going to be some more drama before the night's ended.
Oh, definitely.
But wow, it's thrown a cat amongst the pigeons. Anyone can win this championship now. It really is between three, and Darky, who was leading coming into tonight, now finds himself 3 points behind and in not the best starting spot. He's going to be really pushing hard on these first few laps to get through the field and get up into this top 3-4 battle. And like we said, these championship changes, Taipan Samurai was definitely one of them. Toddy V86 was another one. And unfortunately, Triple Rotor Racing was a championship changer as well. It's been like we thought. This racetrack has really mixed it up.
I think Lloyd got in front of Darky at the end, didn't he?
Oh, good. I'm pretty sure Darky finished. I I wrote it down. He got 10 points, which is 6th spot.
Yep, right.
Yep, so 10 points for 6th spot. I'm going to try, it's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try and keep that live championship up to date as much as possible so we know what positions drivers need to be in that third race. So I can tell you if Speed's leading, he needs Squid to be maybe in 4th position, and Darky can be as high as 2nd or such and such as we go into the last few laps of that last race. So I can keep you up to date so we know who's winning this. There's some boys that really want to win this championship. It's getting serious.
Yeah, it is.
And Toddy V86, that was a critical penalty for Squid. That gained him, that moved him from 4th to 3rd, which gained him an extra 2 points. He went from 13 points out of that race to 15 points, and now he finds himself 3 points in the championship lead rather than 1 point in the championship lead. How critical is that?
Yeah, seeing as it's gone,
Absolutely
how it's gone so far,
intense.
it's going to be very critical come the end of the night.
Every point. Anything they can scrape out of the barrel in these races could be instrumental into bringing home the title. And these guys are really, well, you saw what, I don't know. What did you think of that move from Taipan? That would look desperate to me.
Desperate and very, how can I put it nicely? Rookie.
Oh, yeah, it was messy.
Yeah, it's not something you should be doing.
No, not for a guy that was in a championship battle, had that race won. He come from a long way back there to run into the side of, and I know that's going to be a spot where you're going to see some dive bombs, and maybe on the last lap you can give Taipan a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Man, desperate for a win, but I think he knew. I think he even knew that was too far back. You know. But we can hope for, well, to be honest, I'm not out there, so I'm hoping to do some more stuff like that, but not just that far back.
No. A little bit of running.
Yeah. Nah, that was the absolute example of a dive bomb. And here's the benefactor.
That was more speed should be
well, he's a very mild-mannered. He's a very mild-mannered driver, Speed. I haven't heard him get angry, but that would be, if anything was going to set a person off, that would be pretty close to it. And he didn't really comment too much in that lobby. He didn't have anything too much to say, but if he hadn't have been given the win, he would have been very entitled to disappointed with that result. Yeah. You've got a little bit of feedback there on your mic, Chuck. Can you just check it out and see there's a little bit of distortion there?
Okay.
It's good, but there was a couple of sections there where there's a little bit of crackling. I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, I can always turn the mic off and turn it back on, see how it goes.
Try it now, just in your practice session while these guys test out their bot. Just, get a little bit of a crackle there.
I'll leave the party.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, do that. Leave the party and come back again. Just come back to the just join the party. Alright, yeah, I'll give you another invite. Hopefully it's not on my end that the problem is. I will invite Chuck back into the party, but as you could hear, there was a little bit of feedback there on Chuck's end. We'll have a go. This can be a bit temperamental at times. And hopefully you'll have audio enabled. I'll just check on that when he comes back into the party. So it's not as I'm talking to myself. So, hey Chuck, back again. I'll just check that you've got your I'll just check that yeah, that does sound clear straight away there. I'll let you know though if it's still doing it. Oh, so he's throwing around. He's got beautiful car control over those things. He really does have these cars sorted out. He's been fastest for most of the series. Dark Racing's been a great battle between these two, and now Speed has been. Oh, it's an interesting place to park the car.
Very interesting place to park the car.
Obviously, he doesn't want to get into a battle. I thought maybe they were going to do a little bit of have a little bit of a tango there out on the track. Can I check that you've got the audio enabled, Chuck?
Yep, include my audio.
Yep. That's good. That's good. I just thought maybe if we'd gone back into the party again, it might not have been, but no, you're all good. You know what you're doing.
Oh, I hope so.
Just didn't want to sound like I was talking to myself out here. So Starkey sliding it down.
Yeah.
Down the hill. It's beautiful. Duffer's Dip. Got to remember that. Duffer's Dip is the first right-hander. You don't want to take too much curb there. And Leslie's is the corner after that. The little left-hander that you just straighten up to take Scotsman's. Scotsman is the third corner on the track. Got my little track map here. I didn't really have the time to use it in that first race because there was so much going on.
Yeah. Well, Sato's got the open.
Hey, Sato sounded a little bit disappointed. There was some driving going on there that he didn't seem to be totally happy with. So, at your own leisure, you'll be able to go back and take in that incident. In fact, Sato's got his YouTube channel as well, so check that out for the Anzcrl. Just keeping it off the fence there was Toddy VA6. He's flying in the works. He's showing some real aggression on the body on the track out there. So they will be starting this second race at Knockhill in the finishing positions of race 1. And we're expecting what will be a very interesting race because of course they're going to have the biggest balance of performance restrictors on them. So the fast cars may not be at the front. You've got the fast drivers at the front, but they might not. Lloyd is, oh wow, he's on the edge tonight. He's got nothing to lose, I guess, so he's pushing the car, and he hasn't had the seat time that the other guys have had out there, so he's pushing the cars at the absolute limit to find his maximum result out on the track. Speed racer. What a race 1 he had.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from that last 300 metres of the race, it went exactly the way he would have scripted it. He seems to be happy with the car. Park firm, eh? Lloyd's bringing it out again after a couple of little adjustments. He's probably looking for more grip. Darky's happy. Got the first 3 in the championship actually all sitting in the pits. And Taipan's just pulled up alongside. Taipan's brought it back to the pits as well. Those guys are all hot. I reckon they'd have some sweaty palms. And there might even be a little bit of fireworks between them. And they sound a little bit salty between each other. I had a feeling this was going to happen. It's, they're playing for sheep stations now. They've worked so hard to get there. This series has been going for now. This will be race 14 out of 15. We've had 3 races at Brands Hatch, 3 races at Alton Park, 3 races at Snetterton, 3 races at Donington. Okay, so I've got to update that championship. Darky, you were right there. Darky did finish 7th.
All right, get behind.
So that takes a point off of him. I've just got an update there. Message. So he's actually down to 196. So 1 point between the Emochi boys. So Squid 200, Darky on 196, Taipan on 177. So there's a championship update. My maths is terrible. You wouldn't want me to be adding up this bloody championship. Hopefully I'll get it right by as they cross the line, race 3. Otherwise, it could be a disaster. We could have viewers going home thinking we've got a champion, and it'll be like Australia's next top model. I'll have announced the wrong winner.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously, you weren't watching that episode, Chuck.
No. I think I missed that one.
No, you're not a big fan of Australia's next top model.
No, I can't say that.
No, I haven't watched too many episodes either since the first couple of series. Well, what have we got left in this practice session? In fact, I think this practice session's going for too long. Minute left, yeah. Wind it up, fellas. Get these cars back in the pits and let's start race 2. That's what we're here for.
Yeah,
We don't want this practicing and going around. They've done enough
5 minute warm up.
practice. 5 minutes would have been well and truly enough.
Yep.
Especially come this time of the series. Everyone knows what they're doing. They don't have to sort this balance and performance out. They're not making massive gear ratio changes or anything now. They're just putting a little bit of restrictor change and away they go.
It's good for Lloyd, he can get some seat time then.
In fact, yeah, Lloyd would be happy with the 10 minutes. Seems to be, yeah, that was a little bit smoother there in the Monster Energy car.
He's getting the hang of it. Sort
What
of.
were you saying, Chuck?
He's getting the hang of it.
He's hit the beach there. He made a few
Commentator's curse, isn't it? Just, yeah.
Oh, look out!
I'm going to shut up.
Monstering. It's not the Monster Energy, it's Monster the Curb car. Monster the Apex. Alright, wrapping this session up. These times are irrelevant, they're just getting their cars finely tuned for the balance of performance, getting that muscle memory going again, putting in some lap times, maybe playing with a little bit of mental games out there, like Darky's put in the fastest time. He is going to be fast in this car. He's going to have a far less restriction on his engine performance compared to Uncrewed Squid and Speed Racer. Also Taipan's going to have a heavily affected balance performance. He was the fastest car over those last few laps, to be honest.
Yeah,
when he got in front of, if it had been a couple more laps and he hadn't broken clean, I think he might have been able to take that win without any controversy. But he really, I think that was the lap before, on that second last lap coming into the hairpin, he really overcooked it at that stage, and that probably really might have thrown him on that last lap, because I think he might have braked too early or locked up, and he lost all momentum in that hairpin when it looked like he was lining up to be a threat to really take Speed Racer in that last lap. But he overcooked it and really didn't have the speed or the gap down to a low enough margin to have that go at that last corner. All right, though.
Yeah.
Here we go. That session's over with. We won't even bother with the times there. Straight onto the grid for race 2 here at Knockhill.
So they might have to do that rolling start because
it looks
Speed
like
is 7th.
Yep. What we were fearing has happened, and the grid positions have taken over from the finishing of the last race. So it really should be Speed Racer, who's down in 7th, should be in 1st. What they could do, really, is when the lights go green, Speed could move up to the front and they could do a start, which would be very tricky to coordinate. No, I really couldn't see how they can do it. They might have to do a rolling start here.
Yeah,
Time will tell.
So, yeah.
Time will tell. I think a rolling start could be even... Like, Speed had a brilliant start in that first race, and Darky had a good start as well, but Speed's, he was like he pulled out 3 car lengths going into that first corner.
Yeah.
I actually, because it was such a great start, I actually mistakenly called Speed Darky. I'm used to seeing Darky make starts like that.
Oh, he's obviously had a bit of coaching from Darky.
Well, yeah, maybe they have been off practicing together.
Probably expect a bit of that in the V8 series coming up.
Ooh, yeah, exciting times, the V8s.
Speed's taking over my old car.
Oh, look out, you've handed the old baby over.
Yeah, I might
Looked
have
after
to
it for you. Now we've got
chuck
lights. We've got
some
lights.
tunes.
And like we thought, they're going to sort themselves out here. Speed has worked his way through the field, and looks like we are going to have a formation lap, which is going to be critical. It takes a lap off, but it's probably going to put the pressure on the racing even more here, because they're going to have one less lap to sort this race out. There's going to be even more time compression.
Oh yeah, I think the first corner is more hectic with the rolling stuff.
Yeah, I'm guessing that we're going to have a rolling start here, Chuck. Will it be single file or will it be double file? That's the other question now. And will these rear tyres cool down even more? Like normally they start nice and toasty with the blankets on them as they come off the grid. And now they're going to be cooling down as we speak. That right, especially that right inside back corner. It's going to be getting colder, colder, especially with this chilly Scottish air. Here we go, Taylor's hairpin, warming up. Critical time here. All important race 2.
Single file.
Up the hill, they're all in single file. They're getting edgy. They're getting very edgy here, and they're racing. They're racing down the hill. Speed Racer leads them into turn 1. Taipan's having a little look. Squid's right behind Taipan. We've got Toddy Btcc in 4th, Woody in 5th. Toddy starts so far. Nothing too dramatic. Very nicely organised. I think Lloyd's taken a bit too much curve there, unsettled the car a bit. Darky's right on the tail. Darky's going to probably be looking to pick up this position pretty quick on Lloyd. Lloyd's not too far behind Woody there as well. Woody's not too far behind Btcc. Lloyd's actually going to have a look here. Lloyd's going to have a look at Woody into the hairpin. Darky doesn't even know if he wants to really get too involved here. Darky's going to have a look at speed. Lloyd around the outside, he's got the move made. Darky's running to the back of Woody. That might be a little bit of aero damage there. Nothing too serious, nothing that's going to slow him down too much. But he's got to be very cautious in this situation. Speed Racer holding that lead. A nice comfortable half a second. Squid starting to move up on the back of Taipan. There's Woody gone. Woody's gone wide down the hill. Can he join the track safely? It looks like he's going to. Yep, right there alongside Metal Drive 05. So that's one less driver. Oh, and there's Toddy Btcc gone wide, and Squid's actually dropped the position to Lloyd as well. Something's happened there through the chicane. Squid's dropped the position to Lloyd, and Darky finds himself up in 5th position. This has happened very nicely for Darky now. Taipan's taking that inside line again. He's flirting with danger there. Speed's leaving the gap open. Like he has to take that fast line in, but Taipan's
He's coming from
extremely late. And he's actually lost momentum, Taipan. Lloyd's having a big sniff here. Darky's right on the back of Squid. Lloyd's unsettled the car. He's put it up on 2 wheels. Squid's gone wide as well. Darky's unsettled the car as well. Scotsman's. Cars are on edge. There's risky manoeuvres going on. Everyone's a little bit nervous. This is very edgy stuff here. Speed's lead, but he's got to be worried about the way Taipan's throwing his car up inside. Look at this! Championship leaders, side by side, into the hairpin. This is going to be on here. Darky's got a lot of... Oh, and Toddy Btcc is getting involved as well. He jumped in the back of Darky.
That's close.
Darky's got the run on Squid coming up the hill. They're rubbing wheels. They're rubbing side by side. Darky's going to have more power. Squid's turn 1. Darky's gone in fast. He's held it though. He's done it. He's pulled it off, and he's actually moved up on Lloyd as well. What a manoeuvre by Darky. Very aggressive, but it's come off. It's paid off, and he finds himself up in 4th. Oh, Squid, 2 wheels. Oh, so close. That was monumental. Darky's going to fight Lloyd. Lloyd's got a fast car. Both of these guys are very similar balance of performance. Into the hairpin. Darky's going to throw it up the inside. Lloyd will give him the room. He goes side by side, runs a bit wide. Darky's got another position. He's up to 3rd. Lloyd, uncrewed Squid, Toddy Btcc just run off the back of him. He's had a great drive. Oh, look out, Lloyd lost it in the same spot. Lloyd has lost it again, he's pushing that car too hard. Darky's on the back of Taipan. Championship moments here, championship moments. I think that was, it might have been Triple off in the background as well. Shadow's actually picked up a position on Triple, but that's for the minor positions. This is all happening up the front at the moment as they come into the hairpin. Darky's going to be looking around the outside of Taipan. Oh, he's got a nut. Oh, I don't know if that was the lag there or if he got a bump. Darky's actually got a penalty here. Darky's got a penalty, so that's going to come back to haunt him later in the race. He's tapping the back of Taipan. No, he obviously didn't get a tap. That is actually the lag on Darky's picture. Because Squid is not really close. Oh, Taipan's run wide there at Scotsman's. Darky's got another position if he can hold it. Oh, he's run wide, he's out in the sand. That's going to be, look out, 3 wide through here does not work. Squid's done the smart thing and backed off. Darky's gone wide again. He's made 2 mistakes in half a lap. Taipan's got another run on him. Squid's got a run as well. What's going to happen into the hairpin? Darky's holding Taipan's thrown it up the inside. There's a 3-way crash into the hairpin. And Tony's got involved as well. They're all banging wheels. They're everywhere. This is a disaster. Taipan spun it. Tony Btcc tips it backward. Squid's actually got out of that the best. Darky's been held up. It's all happened. The hairpin. Squid's had to drop back. He's obviously been told by the race steward to drop back to a certain position. And he's had the left positions for Metal Drive 05 and Triple Rotor. And now Squid finds himself back up to second position. Oh my goodness, it's all happening. It's all there's wide sliding through the corner. Darky's got another damaged car and then a penalty. This is not the way his night is expected to go. Speed Racer now with a 9-second lead.
He is gone.
The race for the lead is over. Speed will bring this home and it will close up the championship again. My goodness, that was controversial. We have no method for replay here, Chuck, but my goodness, I would love to watch that replay again to see exactly what unfolded there. They'll be talking about this for weeks, I'm sure.
I hate to say it, but I think it's like doing,
It was very similar to race 1, didn't it?
Yeah,
And
too much grass and dirty stuff on the inside there.
Unbelievable. Championship changes, championship moments. This is critical. But it's going to, at the moment, if things stay the way they are, it's still going to come down to the all-important race 3. Darky's the real loser here, but he's moved back up to 3rd position. He does hold a penalty. I'm not sure how many seconds that is. Hopefully it's only 1 second for his sake. It's 2 seconds. 2 seconds. But hopefully, with he's got a damaged car, but without the restrictor holding him back quite as strongly as it was in race 1, he might be able to pull out a 2-second lead and hold that third position. That's what he was hoping for. He'll be hoping to pull away from this bunch. It's rapid. Look at these guys flying down the hill through. Oh, look out. That's Woody. Woody out there. Woody out doing the sandcastle making. Zato back there as well. Taipan's really big balls. Had to let through Taipan there. There's another salty relationship. Those guys have had their moments throughout the season. Zato wouldn't be happy to have let Taipan through there. HRE 220 getting involved. Boyd's fighting his way back from that mess that he made in turn 1 a few laps back. Oh, this is fascinating to watch. So just summing things up again. It's all settled down at the front a little bit between the first two. Speed's definitely, something serious would have to go wrong now for Speed not to win this race. Squid should hold on to 2nd place. And then you can see the battle behind that Darky really wants to pull away from Triple Rotor Racing. He He needs to build up a 2-second lead if he's going to get third place points. And the way that looked through that corner there, I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. That car did not look like it was handling properly. He made a big mess of that corner, and Metal Drive 05's involved in this battle as well. Metal Drive 05 is his best chance of getting a podium in a race. He's rubbing his hands at the moment saying, oh, Taipan! Oh my goodness, HRE220 finds himself on this roof! Boyd was there as well. He had a big look at what happened there. I only just caught it. I think Taipan was involved there. I think there was a little bit of an incident between Boyd and Taipan. Taipan's got marks all over his car. He finds Sato on the back of him again. This has been an eventful night for Taipan Samurai. He's been involved in a little bit of controversy. Darky's not managing to pull out that lead on Triple Rotor. And Metal Drive 05 is right with it as well. In fact, we find Woody there as well, battling away. Darky's got to be desperate to pull out a lead. He's going to have to pull every trick out of the bag. His car just doesn't seem to be up to be capable of pulling out that 2-second lead.
I think he got the worst off with the damage.
Oh, definitely. Just looking at the bumper, and he's run wide there again. He's going to have to probably lift. Metal Drive 05's gone wide though. There's one gone. That's one less than Darky needs to worry about. It's still Triple and Woody though. Triple and Woody will still be within 2 seconds. In fact, Metal's gone wide again. Really wants to at least consolidate third, and I can't see it happening. That car is tripled. It's absolutely tripled. He's doing his damnedest just to stay in this third position. Woody's having a big look at the hairpin. Woody's taking. He's got it. Darky's thrown it away. He's going to go to the undercut. Triple's staying there as well. Taipan's working on Metal Drive 05. Darky's worked it back though. He's got more power than Woody. Got the line for turn 1. His car is on edge. Scotsman's very he's gone in sand. Championship. Darky. Critical mistake. He's going backwards. He really is with a 2-second penalty. He's finding himself at the moment back in 7th position. But Taipan and Metal Drive 05 are having a battle. That's actually slowed them down a little bit there. But this is a disaster for Dark Racing Sport. The man who led coming into tonight's championship decider at Knockhill now finds himself involved in an incident in race 1 and in race 2. And he's really out of position for where he wants to be. Squid. Woody's up in 3rd. Woody's got his first podium, although he's run wide there as well. Is that Woody? Yeah, it was Woody. Woody ran a little bit wide. I don't know if he's going to have to lift. Triple Rotor's right with him. Triple has had a podium in the series. He finished 3rd at Brands Hatch in the first round. But Woody has not managed to get the Opel Astra up into the top 3. On lap 15. To watch though. What can he get? What can he salvage in this race 2 at Knockhill? This has been a disaster. Woody, very edgy, very tricky track, easy to make a mistake. Nothing's been decided yet. The top 2 have been decided. Squid's actually closing that gap up on Speed Racer, but I'm sure Speed's taken a little bit out of his This is so close. This is a risky situation. He's got to push. He's got to keep pushing. Those 2 guys behind him, they're too close. Metal Drive 05 and Taipan are going to be taking points away from him here.
There they are.
This may be ruining. No, Taipan's actually rubbing Darky there. Darky's fallen back again. This is not what he wanted to see. Metal Drive 05's just past Taipan. guys are really mixing it up. We're on the last lap. Keep an eye on this. We know the top 2 positions are pretty much consolidated. This is where the action is. We had a Darky on the edge again, so close to disaster. And this race is already a disaster. He doesn't want a double disaster.
No, definitely not.
And there's the race. Speed Racer has finished and won. Squid will be following 7 seconds behind. Middle Drovo 5 is throwing it up there, but no, Ducky might get a hold of that 2-second penalty. He might even drop back into the clutches of Lloyd. Woody's got his... Oh, actually, Woody's dropped back to 4th with a penalty right at the end there. Triple takes 3rd place. Triple's got the 3rd. And it's all going to be mixed up there. We'll see the final positions, the official positions right now. We have Speed
Darky
Racer.
down. Good race for
Darky,
Speed there.
7th again. Speed kept it out of trouble. He had some threats. He had some pressure from Taipan early laps, but managed to survive it and pull out that lead. That's critical, being at the front. That pole position is really, that pole position at the start of the race, at the start of tonight, has really come back to help him. And who have we got for fastest lap?
Darky, I think it was.
Is it Darky's got fast? I can see. I think that is fastest lap for Dark Racing, 51.1. That is a critical 1 point, but is it too little? Is it too little for him? Because that's another 7th spot. 7th spot is only 9 points. My goodness. This is slipping away. Squid, whose 2nd spot, has got 17 points, so he finds himself on 217 points. Darky now on 206 points. Yeah, it says it all, doesn't it?
It'll be
But
gutted.
Speed with 20 points is now on 215 points. So Squid is on 217, Speed is on 215.
2 points into the last race.
Darky would need a miracle from here.
Well, we've seen
would need
what's
an
happened
absolute
in the previous 2 races. So.
You wouldn't write it off. It could possibly happen. This thing is just, it's coming down to the last races. We knew it would. It's not exactly how I expected it. Darky's, oh, wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. So just go through the results one more time. Speed Racer takes the win. Squid 2nd. He survived it. He was so lucky to get out of that battle where it was Taipan himself, Darky, and I think there was a couple of other guys. Toddy V86 was involved in there as well. In fact, I don't even see Toddy V86. He might have finished 11th by the looks of it. He really dropped off at the end there. In fact,
Yep, there he is.
Toddy retired on lap 8. Right, okay. Yeah. So very controversial race, that one. Woody in 4th, he blew it. He had a chance for a podium. He got a penalty there on the last lap. Last few corners by the looks of it, it was. Metal Drive 05, that's a great result for him. 5th place in his second to last race in the series. He was, he kept his nose clean and kept up to the pace. He really had the same speed as probably all the leaders there at the end of that race. And Sato 8th. Lloyd's had a very eventful night. HRE 220, well, he ended up on his roof there.
He did. He did.
Down. Don't know exactly what happened there, but
no, I missed that one.
Ended up with 6 seconds worth of penalties as well. Okay, we got to go and join this final race. Have you got your invite, Chuck?
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Okay, I'm joining right now as well. Well. One race to go, and it's down to, well, there's still 3 involved, but Speed has had a monumental start to the night. Speed Racer, 42-47. He's actually, Speed has now won 3 races in a row.
Oh,
He
he's
won
on
the
a
final
roll.
race. He is on a roll. He's on fire, and he's doing it at the right end of the season.
He's doing what he can to get their championship. So
He's done everything he could possibly do. He's put himself in a brilliant position here. But wow, this is going to be super interesting because he's been fastest. He's been super fast all throughout the series and even tonight. And, well, what do we need? I can sort of work it out here. If Speed wins the race and Squid finishes second, Speed will win the championship by 1 point.
Woohoo!
If Speed wins the race and Squid finishes second, he will win the championship by 1 point. If Speed finishes second, Squid will have to finish fourth. So if Speed finishes second, Squid has to finish fourth to take out the championship for Speed. So if Speed finishes second, if Squid only has to finish third to win the championship. But we've also got that there's that unknown factor as well with fastest lap, which could become oh so critical.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Can't forget that fastest lap. If Speed wins the race, but Squid finishes second and has the fastest lap, then the points will be even. And I think it will go to a count back of race wins.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Which I believe, if Speed wins, he will have 4 wins. Yep, he will have 4 wins, and Squid will have 5 wins. So, if points finish tied, Squid will take out the championship. Gee, I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that lobby right now and to know what they're talking about. There was some controversial moments in that race that really just had a big results on the championship. Unbelievable. So 10 minutes to sort of take a breath and settle down.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen in this last race.
No.
But I also know that there's going to be guys that just don't even care about that championship. Taipan obviously has no interest in this championship at all tonight, and he's out for himself. Yeah. He's out to win it or bin it. And other guys around him have to sort of take that into account. I guess Speed held his nerve in that race, which was pretty impressive. That took a lot of nerves he knew that Taipan was looking in that hairpin, and he stayed there, he held his line, held his nerve, let Taipan have a couple of looks. It would have been so easy for Taipan to collect the rear end of Speed. And in fact, in the end, he ended up, Taipan collected Darky and Squid, and just car control Squid managed to avoid that, but still I think he had to relinquish 2 positions, and he found himself back in 5th in turn 1 and still managed to drive his way out of that position. So that's been impressive driving there by Squid. That's pretty impressive. That's a sign of some good racecraft and good car control to be mixed up in that sort of bedlam and manage to pull out of it and salvage a 2nd place, which is absolutely critical. If he had to drop back to where Darky was, if he had been back in 7th or 6th or 8th position, Speed would be the outright championship leader with a few points margin. The whole championship's thrown on its head. Speed comes in with a 13-point deficit. Yeah, it has. Well, Speed come in with a 13-point deficit, and now it's 2 points. A 2-point deficit. And Darky, who come in with a championship lead, now 11 points off the lead. Virtually no chance. But I can imagine. Can you imagine the attitude he's going to come into this race?
Oh, you know this is
That's carpentry.
Darky's just going to go out there.
These guys, yeah, and that's going to be a championship. Exactly. He is going to be so aggressive. You can guarantee it. The body language from his car in this last race in the series, he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, and knowing Darky and knowing the result, he gets a little bit worked up. He'll be fired up afterwards.
The red mist.
Yeah.
He's going to be a man to watch because he's going to have balance of performance as well. Even if he can't win the championship, he's going to want to win this last race, and to hell with what happens around him. If he can win the race, anything can happen from there. He can't do anything about what happens behind him. But if he wins the last race, he's giving himself the best chance he can to take out this championship. He has slim to none, but if he wins it,
Yeah, exactly.
there's a lot of fast guys out there. These races have just been topsy-turvy. There's been, people have been ended up on their roof, cars have been going into the barriers, people have been losing it on their own, slowdowns, crashes, 31-second penalties, the list goes on. If I could have made a list of all the strange things that could happen tonight, it wouldn't be the list wouldn't be as long as what's actually has happened tonight.
I'll tell you what,
he's the man.
It's been fun coming on to this one round.
Aren't you glad you come along to witness this?
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time we've ever had 3 title contenders coming into the final round, and it's all that we would have hoped for.
Exactly.
My Twitch channel should be rating off its ear. Unfortunately, I've only got 3 people watching, but one of my channels, I think it was down to 2. Darn it! But I think it was the race or the meeting where Squid and Darky collided at Alton Park, where they both went into the barrier at the hairpin down the bottom.
Yep.
That episode on my Twitch gathered 114 views or something like that. So that's not too bad for a little series. We're still building here. We're trying to get more members. We're trying to get more viewers, get eyes on us, and this sort of racing, hopefully, we're getting out there and getting noticed. And we can be a nice introductory series for people that are getting into sim racing. It's getting more and more popular by the month.
Right. Yeah.
People on the
That's how I started. Doing this league, what, 3.5, 4 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I was about to start a Project Cars 2. So what's that? 2.5 years maybe now.
yeah, I was way back playing Project Cars 1 on here. So
yeah, you were a Project Cars 1 veteran. I think I purchased Project Cars 1, and I reckon about that they announced that Project Cars 2 was going to come out.
Oh, yep.
But I was a Forza man before then, and used to race Forza on the steering wheel, and always frustrated. But yeah, we had some good series, we had some good leagues here in Australia with Forza, so stuck with it. But as soon as I found this Project Cars 2 league here, the Anzcrl, I was like, I want to race Project Cars 2. I like Project Cars 2. But hopefully one day I'll make the transition over to iRacing as well. I'll invest in the PC.
Yeah, mate.
Take it to the next level.
Come join me. All the leads.
Definitely. Well, I love the endurance racing. I love it. This stuff here is too hectic for me. I'd be in tears. I'd be a shit mess on the floor right now if I was one of these 3 drivers. I'd be. It'd be too much pressure. I would chew my fingernails away. I'd be in the fetal position, sweating the ass off. This is too much stress. These sprint races where all the guys are bunched up and they're all rubbing doors. I'm no good at that stuff. I can't get my elbows out.
Oh, that's the sort of race.
I'll leave it.
I love getting in there.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's too much for me. Especially sim racing. You know, it's so hard to have a feel of what your car's doing when it's bumping. As Sato said in the lobby before, these cars, they've got the tendency to lock into each other, and they're very hard to separate when they do become locked.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is with the physics dynamics of the cars, but you always have to give somebody a little bit of the benefit of the doubt when you have an incident, because it's so easy for these cars to become locked together, and when it happens you just don't know what's going to happen. It's random. Sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them. And I think Darky's been the loser tonight. Darky has definitely been the loser tonight. So what do we got? 2.5 minutes left in this practice session for the crucial race 3, the championship decider. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Uncrewed Squid, who's going to take a tiny championship lead into this race from Speed Racer, the man on screen in the pits? Will he be the man? He's had a sensational night. He's won race 1, he's won race 2, he took pole position. This man, he's still got a slight sniff. Dark Racing 40 as the sun sets. As the sun set on his championship charts. He's going to watch the body language for this car. Oh, look there. That's a sign of things to come. We can expect to see a lot more of that. He will be taking every risk out there in this race 3. He's already a super fast starter. Watch him for the drop at the lights. Back starting in 7th position, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's somewhere near the top 3 going into turn 1. And that's what Speed and Squid will be fretting about right now. They'll be stressing, they'll be knowing that there'll be guys throwing it up the inside in turn 1, in turn 2, turn 3. How to get a clean first lap. Get a clean first lap and get away and break away from this pack, and knowing that even if you do get a gap, that the balance of performance is probably going to drag these guys in the midfield back up behind you anyway. So even if you do get a gap, how long will it last? Will you be fortunate like Speed was in the second race to have that gap and the guys behind just all bundle up and cause a monumental disaster, and then you've got a clean race and you can get away? That's what they'll be hoping for. Speed will be hoping for that. Take the trifecta.
Look at Lloyd, he's flying.
Flying, that's the fastest lap I've seen throughout all practice, all qualifying, all race. That is absolutely flying. What's happened earlier in the night? He'd be asking.
He's probably got a hold of his engineer and strangled him a little bit. And told him to tune the car better.
Well, violence has its place in motorsports. And there we go. That's this practice session complete. Everyone's bringing it back to the pits. We've only got 3 cars left out on track. 2 Opel Astras of Sato and Woody. Dark Racing taking every opportunity to get his car. There's probably a lot of work been going on in it over the break there. After he's brought the car home damaged in race 1 and race 2 now. So the mechanics are probably looking for spares all over the place. Okay, there we go. Lloyd, fastest from Taipan Samurai. So those guys are going to be ones to watch out for. Squid 3rd fastest. He's one of the championship contenders to really watch out for in the Momo Renault. Toddy V86 has been fast all night. Just got caught in an unfortunate incident there in race 2. On the grid, Knockhill, race 3. The championship decider. Who's it going to be? Questions will be answered after this very race. This is the moment that we've been waiting for.
This is where the nerves will be getting up.
Oh yeah. Sweaty palms.
Yep.
Speed, Squid, the top 2 championship and they're the front row of the grid, but a lot of threatening cars behind. Dark Racing back in 7th, led the championship coming into the night.
He'll
He's
be
got nothing to
spewing.
lose here. He's got nothing to lose now. And a lot of championship shapers behind. Triples up there.
Yeah, well, Woody's up there. Woody can get a podium.
Taipan's been a big championship shaper tonight. Lloyd's got a fast car, as we saw. It'll be interesting to see the comments. Here we go, the lights. Knockhill. Final race of the championship. The championship decider at Knockhill. Race 3 and they're racing. Speed's got a nice clean start. That's exactly what he wanted. Squids finds himself in 2nd. He'll be hoping for a nice clean run. Woody's back to 3rd. Triple in 4th. The 2 championship leaders have got a nice clean start. That's exactly what they're hoping for. Pack behind sorting themselves out. Scott's down through the dip and there over the chicane for the first time. Of 17 laps here in this final race of the championship. The 2, and as we know, Speed at the moment is holding the championship lead by 1 point. But we also have a 1 point for the fastest lap in this race. So if Squid can take that 1 point, if they stay in these same positions, the championship will be locked away, equal points. But Squid will probably take it on a count back of race wins. But I'm expecting that their positions will not stay the same. But I'm just giving you the opportunity there to know how it starts and how it might sort itself out throughout the night. Wow, that's
close.
Oh, I held my breath. Down the hill again. Darky's pushing his way through Taipan already. He's again on the move. Very conservative so far. This has been a nice start. Squid starting to pressure Speed though. He'll be pushing. These 2 will want to get a break and they'll be happy to see Woody in 3rd. Woody's probably hasn't got the fastest car. Triple in 4th. They're probably going to have a clean run if they can get a gap out. Clean run to sort out their championship.
Squid.
His nose. He's showing himself through the mirrors of Speed Racer. The whole pack's there. Darky's still backing away with Taipan. Darky's taking metal gear as well. Darky's up to 5th. There's 2 spots he's made on the first lap. He's going to have the fastest car probably out there. He's edgy though. Metal Driver 5's gone side by side down there. Taipan. Lloyd's having a look at Metal Drive as well. Lloyd's got a fast car. He wants to push it up through there, but he wants to do it cleanly. Sato finds himself behind Lloyd and HRE's 8 seconds off the lead. Back there in the background, just coming through the chicane. There's a 1 run wide for Triple. That's going to give Dark Racing another opportunity to make up some time. Yes. He's not losing time. He's holding a nice strong 3rd place there. Speed's not giving up the lead to Squid. Darky's made up another position. He's on a charge. He's on a charge. This is where he was hoping to be in races 1 and 2, driving a race like this, not finding himself back in 7th spot. Just killed his championship chances tonight. He's staying with him. He's staying with him. Oh, he's lost that! Air through the side. Can he keep it off the barrier? Yes, but that's another position for Darky. Darky finds himself up in the 3rd. He wouldn't have expected to be there by the 4th lap. What sort of impression will he make on this front 2 now? And this will be championship deciding as well. If he can take the lead, it will knock Speed back to 2nd place. And if Squid stays in 3rd, then he will win this championship. Darky is a real championship shaper now. They've still got to keep it on the track. This is a testing. Look at that. That's Triple gone in the background. That is Triple gone. He lost it through turns 1 and 2. So easy to do. These guys are driving to the limit. Taipan up to 4th. Lloyd in 5th. Lloyd's flown through the field, but he's got a penalty. He's got a slow down penalty, Lloyd. Speed Racer half a second on Squid, and Darky's the fastest man out on the track. This is going to be very interesting. He's going to be pressure. Darky knows he needs some help. He can win this race, but he needs help. He needs help from these guys from behind. He needs Lloyd and Taipan to catch up with his pack as well to get involved. Which is 10 laps, 11 laps to go. It's not likely, but if these three get into a battle, anything can happen. This is absolutely critical. I have no idea who's got the fastest lap of the race. It'll probably be Dark Racing, I would say. If Dark Racing is... Oh, Darky's thrown it away! That could be it! Can he get it back onto the track quickly enough? Taipan's lost it as well. He's loose. Lloyd's having a look at Taipan, but more importantly, Darky. Darky has really made a mess of that. He was in a position where he could have made a big impression on his championship. Now he's going to have to work back again. He's going to have to work his way back into it. Lloyd comes second. Critically. Best lap, Darky, 50.9. That's going to be hard for these guys to beat. And that is critical in the championship context. Squid's only 0.1 of a second off the back of Speed Racer. He's going to have to pass him. If Darky holds that fastest lap, Speed will be the championship winner. If the positions stay the same as they are, Squid will have to pass Speed on the track. This is what we were all hoping for. A real battle for the final race for the championship. This has been a fantastic championship. This has been a fantastic series.
Not Lloyd's on Darky.
That's not what Darky will want to see. Full speed. Darky's got a penalty now as well. Darky's got a penalty. Lloyd's got a penalty. Sato's got a penalty. The penalties are starting to build up. One person who will be hoping to avoid that penalty, and he's doing a great job of it so far as Speed Racer. He's kept himself clean. He's got a nice little margin, but it's going to be pressure. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable pressure for the next 9 laps. Squid is right with him. Oh, there is a mistake from Speed. Squid's not having a look, but Speed's probably going to have to lift. Can he get rid of this slowdown without letting Squid pass? He's going to go defensive in the hairpin, I would say. He's holding a line, middle of the track. He's actually moving over the left. He's giving Squid a bit of a look. Squid's gone deep. Squid's gone a bit too deep there. Speed's gone even deeper. He's gone wide on the exit. And he's let Squid through. Championship into Squid's hands now. Squid will hold the championship lead. Speed's let that one slip. Great driving from Squid. Great driving. He pressured Speed into that mistake. He braked super deep. Oh, that car's on the edge though. They're both still working hard. They're going to be driving to the absolute limits. Their concentration will be enormous. The sweat will be dripping off them. Beads of sweat. Absolutely guaranteed. These guys are working hard. They're only little cars, but they are working so hard. And Darky and the crew behind, Darky, Lloyd and Taipan are sniffing distance. There's still Speed. Can Speed stay with Squid? He's carrying a little bit more restrictor. If Squid doesn't make any mistakes, he might be able to eke out a little lead here. He's leading the championship at the moment. Speed's got to stay with him though. Squid's always going up on 2 wheels a little bit there. He's braking late. He's driving the wheels off of this machine at the moment, and he's holding a gap. He's pulling a gap. Speed's got to do everything he can. He's got to use every sinew to muscle that he can through the controls of his car to keep up with Squid. This is great driving here, and Lloyd's taking over Darky, but run wide in the background as well. Darky will take that position back, and Taipan's on Lloyd as well. It's all happening for 3rd place. They're driving hard. They're absolutely on the limit here. Out a lead, but it's not enough.
Yeah, he's pulling out.
He has got it out to 7/10. Oh, Darky, 3 seconds.
3 seconds.
He's gone.
That's
it. That's the championship over. 3 seconds. It's been a terrible night for Dark Racing 40. But Squid is... Oh, Oh, that's on the edge. Speed's had to follow him as wide as well.
Both of them.
They're all out there. Will they get slowdowns? Will they be able to get rid of their slowdowns? Keep an eye on those red markers. Oh, looks like they've managed to survive the slowdowns there. They were right on the edge of the limit there though. On lap 11, about to finish lap 11. The championship is in sight. Squid's holding it in his hands at the moment, but it's a tentative grasp. He's only got his fingertips on it. He's going to start really driving conservatively but smooth, but super fast like he has been. Speed sort of dropped off there, yeah.
Slow down.
He's had a slow down by the... Oh, and that's untidy as well. He's tried his best, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Squid can actually back off a little bit now and not afford to make any mistakes. The pressure is off. It's out to 1.9 seconds. 9 seconds. The pressure is off, but there's still 5 seconds, and this is a very tricky track. Darky's pulled away from the other two, Taipan and Lloyd. In fact, Lloyd's dropped back to 6. He's made a mistake there. And Sato's done a nice drive to get himself up to 5th, although he holds a penalty. In fact, most of those guys, apart from Taipan, hold a penalty back there. Pedal Drive's been impressive tonight as well. He's had a good night tonight. 2 seconds. Squid is going to be the champion if he can bring this home. It'll be a well-deserved champion.
Squid here.
Yeah, he'll be a well-deserved champion if he brings this home. He's been the fastest for most of the series. He's been impressive with his racecraft. Speed Race has done everything he could tonight. But it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough for Speed Racer. He's put up a brave fight. This is the man though. Anzcrl Squid. Our Le Mans champion this year.
Yes, that is right.
The reigning Bathurst 1000 champion. This will be another one to put into his trophy cabinet at home. If he can keep going like this, he will be the British Touring Car Champion of 2019. Very impressive series. Very impressive drive tonight. He's done it all. He's been fast, he's been consistent, he's shown great racecraft, great car control. He's got that gap, he's holding it consistent, he's driving within himself now. Speed's got to take all the risks, he's going to catch him. This Knockhill track is very tricky. This Knockhill track can come back. Oh, there's a little bit of curb there. It's not over yet, there's still 2.5 laps to go. He would not want to slow down. If he copped a slow down penalty, that could mix things right up. 2 seconds would put Speed back into the lead again. So he's got to avoid a slow down. He's got to keep it consistent, but he's still going to put on good pace. Finishing lap 15, there'll be 2 laps. Speed can't give up. He's got to give it everything he's got. Speed, of course. Squid won the LMP-H at Le Mans. Speed won the GTE at Le Mans. These guys are 2 of the top drivers. He's showing it tonight. He's had to lift a little bit there on the exit. Speed's made up a bit of time, but he's built up such a lead that he can afford to make a little mistake like that. And just to have a little bit of a lift and keep that gap where it is. Lap 16. One more to go at the end of this one. Just be hoping that muscle memory will bring him home. Starting lap 17. 1 lap to go. Uncrewed Squid. holds the championship lead. No mistakes from here and he will win it. 3 more critical corners through the chicane. He's got it cleanly. He's taken a little bit of back off. He's taken a back off here. Oh, he's revving that engine hard there though. He doesn't want to make a mistake. He's probably gone down 1 extra gear just to be careful. Speed's closing in, but it's not going to be enough. 1 corner to go, the hairpin. If he gets this right, he's put it in, he's hit the apex, he's got the drive up the hill. He will be 2019 British Touring Car Championship. Well done, Squid. You're the champion. Well done.
Because Darky.
Deserved champion. He's been at the top of his game. Great championship. And well done for Speed Racer to take it up to him and make it a great championship battle. There was nothing between them tonight.
He done everything he could. Did everything he could to get up there.
What a great series that was. And it come down to the end. There was only half of 0.75 of a second between the 2 championship protagonists. But it went to uncrewed Squid. Brilliant. I'm going to invite him into the lobby.
Yeah, mate.
Let's have a chat with the 2019 championship winner for the British Touring Cars. Stay with us. He's just coming over now, hopefully. We'll give him a moment. Here he is. He's the man.
Hey,
Not
Squiddy.
as good as you, Squid. Squid, you are the champion. You are the British Touring Car champion for 2019. That was a brilliant drive.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thanks, boys. I just put my audio on. That was unbelievable. I'm pretty stoked by that. That was pushed pretty hard. First race, I thought, oh shit, it's all coming done.
That was driving at its best. You guys were both pushing it to the absolute limit.
Yep. Yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed that third race. That was that's what it's all about. Racing with people who can give you some room and race side by side. It was
He's
fantastic.
a good racer. Well, you got to give him
He is a good racer.
Speed did, but that move you made at the hairpin, from what it looked like to me, you really pressured him into that mistake.
Yeah, I was pretty deep on the brakes. I thought at one point I wasn't going to pull up, but it did. We got pretty close, but I think he was watching me in the mirror. So yeah, probably. But
I think
don't
it
like
threw
the
him
speed.
off.
He's pretty good like that. But
I think he
I
only
knew
made
his
one
tune
mistake.
pretty well because I gave it to him.
I think he only made one mistake tonight, and that was the one. That was the
Yeah,
mistake,
that
and
was
it
it.
cost him. Did you know at that stage that you had to pass him to win the championship?
No, I didn't. I didn't realise that.
Yep, there was
that
only
right?
if he would have
Jesus.
won the championship by 1 point if he stayed in first position, and I think Dark
Holy
Racing
shit.
took the fastest lap, so
did,
you would have had
yep.
to have taken the fastest lap and stayed in second position, and the championship would have been even on
Wow.
points. So you had that
Wow.
manoeuvre was the championship winning manoeuvre.
That's unbelievable. I didn't realise that. Holy shit, that's amazing.
That's how close it was.
amazing.
That's how critical it was. And that's how good the
Wow.
racing was throughout the series. It come down to that.
Wow, amazing. Because I was trying to calculate the numbers in my head after the first round, but I was only focused on Darky, and I'd sort of dismissed speed at my peril.
Well, going into that final round, you had 217
yep.
points. He had 215 points. So
Wow.
with the win, he would have had
Yep.
20 points, and you
Yep.
would have had 17 points for second, and
Yep.
he would have beaten
Yep.
you by
Wow.
1 point in that final race.
Holy.
Exactly.
Jesus.
I thought you might have been aware of that. So yeah, you would have won on the count back if you had got fastest lap. But Darky got the fastest lap very early in the race with a 50.9
He did,
as he
yes.
was trying to close that gap in. But he ended up
Wow.
getting a 3-second penalty, so he couldn't really challenge from that position. And he got into a battle with Lloyd and Taipan, which really sort of held him up. Yeah, actually, he was catching you quite fast, but he made a big mistake and went through the sand, and that was the end of championship.
I saw that.
Darky.
I saw that in the mirror, and I thought, oh well, I'm gonna have to really try and work hard to try and keep you behind. And I think he just, it's very hard when you're following close like that as well to see where you line. And I think he probably just got blinded by the rear of the Renault in front, and I saw him in the gravel.
Well, to be honest, if he had taken the race win, that would have dropped speed back to second, and you would have won the championship. So if he had come through and taken the lead, you would have won the championship through that way. But you did it the right way. You brought it home for the win, and you're the champion. How are you going to celebrate?
Fantastic. Yep. Well, I'll probably celebrate with a cup of tea and
as is your style.
And she'll ignore me, and because she's not interested in it. And then I'll have my cup of tea and watch the replays back.
Oh, I hope you enjoy the replays. There were some controversial moves tonight. There'll be some.
Whatsoever.
I think there's some dramas in the.
We saw some drivers on their roof.
I had to. Yeah, I heard about that. Sato, I think we got a little bit stuck. I was in front of him, I was past him, and I don't know what happened there, but next thing I know, he's in the grass. And
he wasn't the only
T-bone or something.
That Metal Drive 05 was the innocent victim there. He got caught up in that as well. But yeah, there was a lot of concertina effect where cars sort of had momentum on other cars, and it was.
I think race two. Yeah, race two onto the front straight there was a mega drama.
Oh, tell me about it.
And I had to back off to because I was going to get a penalty otherwise, so I had to let third place through.
Yep.
Third and fourth went through. And then
managed to catch all that. That was great driving by you as well, because you really got caught up in amongst the midfield battle there, but you managed to sort yourself out. And I mean, Darky, he just got caught up in so much mess. His night ended up an absolute disaster. But you managed to get caught up in it, and
wasn't happy.
You did a brilliant job of avoiding it and keeping yourself clean and just managing to eke out that second place, which was so critical in that second race. That was absolutely critical.
Believe it.
You would not be champion now if you didn't manage to do that. There's so many sliding doors moments throughout tonight.
Jesus, that is unbelievable. There you go.
That's awesome.
Well, on to the V8s, eh? Jesus.
Oh, I think you can savour this. I think you can savour this one for a little bit longer before you worry about the V8s. Don't worry about the V8s yet. Enjoy this one, because there was some pretty big competition out there, and with the balance of performance and everything, you've showed them you were the fastest through most of the series. Through that mistake you made at Snetterton was nearly come back to cost you, but you pulled through. That was great.
Recovered tonight. Yeah. No, thank you very much. And big thanks to yourself, Shaz, and obviously Chucky for this one, but in the commentary box for all the rounds.
It's been a pleasure.
I know it's like to be in the commentary box and wanting to be behind the wheel, so it's been.
Oh no!
It's
no.
I think Shaz was quite happy to be sitting in the commentary booth tonight.
Some of that racing I saw tonight, I was quite happy to be.
I've got some more grey hairs.
Well done. Well done.
Yep.
Congratulations again. It's
Excellent.
been a big year for you. Keep the wins coming.
Yep. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Good on you. Well done.
Very good.
All right, we'll wrap up the broadcast there. Thanks, Chuck, for joining me in the broadcast booth, and bring on the V8s. Bring on the V8s. It never ends, sim racing.
I'll be jumping in for a few wildcat rounds with the V8.
We're looking forward to it.
Add to the excitement.
We hope that iRacing hasn't slowed you down.
If anything, it's probably made me quicker.
Oh, no, we didn't want to hear that. All right.
All right, boys.
Thanks for that. We will wrap up the coverage now. Uncrewed Squid, champion for 2019. Well done again. Thanks, Chuck, for joining me tonight. You did an excellent job there on the buttons. You caught all the action. And hope to do it again sometime with you. That was awesome.
Yeah, we'll do, mate. We'll do. Cool.
Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
So ANZCRL. Check out the website. Check out the Facebook group. Check out the website and the Facebook. Get all the information there. Upcoming series. There's always racing on them. And if you think you want to get a part of this action, get in there and get involved. I'll catch you next time.